Hello, hello. What do we have here? So, this is Sen. I'm back again for a 3-part video here. And what I'm just going to do is I'm going to start with this quiet section here and just do a little bit of, I'm going to touch your face like this, and I'm also going to touch my arm and come down like this, across my chest, and then do the other arm like this. And today I'm going to do this beginning portion, and then I'm also going to do a no talking part, and then I'm going to finish with another drawing segment. So hopefully you find one of those things relaxing. And I'm just going to do a mirror touch like this, on my face and your face together. And hopefully you'll be able to relax. And behind me here I have this autumn backdrop because, well, now we're in autumn. I'm going to touch your face here like this, and then I'm going to use this hand real slow like that, real slow. And some people really like the phantom touch type thing, so I can at least run my hand along my arm like this. I'm going to trace my fingers. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to put them together like that. I'm going to trace this hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then come down my arm like this, across the chest, again. I'm touching your face, like this, like this. Underneath your face and back, like this. Across my arm, and down like this. I don't think I have a whole lot to talk about today, but the next part I'm going to do, I found a world that has some music running in the background, so I didn't really have a whole lot to say, so I figured I would just move to the music. And then I'll continue talking at the end when we do the drawing part. I'm going to draw like a Bob Ross style painting today, except I'm going to layer the 3-dimensional markers. But you'll see what I mean when I do it. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to move on to the next area. Hello. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna do kind of a Bob Ross style drawing. But first, let's bindings, lighter grip. Perfect. So, what I'm going to do here is kind of like a Bob Ross style drawing. Now, you can't do the wet on wet technique, obviously, but what I can do is a layered drawing where I'm going to make the layers come back, and you'll see well, let me start, and I'll show you what happens here. Let's see what colors we're going to do. Alright, well, let's start with blue, and really what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just sort of this crisscross thing that he would do. I'm going to just do the corners like this, and it looks kind of strange right now, but what we're going to do here is as I come down, I'm going to go a little bit lighter so that there's more background color like this. Now, because I'm in VR, it's going to be in a sphere shape a little bit, but this should work out pretty good. So here we go. It just looks like a bunch of crisscross moves here. I'm going to take this really thick black here, and this is going to be it's going to be kind of like the base of a mountain, like not, it won't be the final color. I'm just getting like, I guess what he calls the basic shape of a mountain. We'll do this. And I'm just going to fill this in really deep if I can. And I can kind of do this with underneath it as well. Alright, we're just going to try to fill this in. Like this. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit of a lighter blue. And I'm going to put it kind of behind, like it's going to be still this crisscross movement like this. But just behind our mountain. Oop, I'm drifting a little bit. Alright. So, as you can see, things are going to layer. If I go over here from the side, you can see I sort of have these colors that are kind of strange, but when you put them in a layer, they look better if you back up. I am going to, let's see what we're going to do here. Actually, one thing I want to do here is I'm going to widen this picture. Ooh, I could go green, or I could go this lighter blue. I think I'm going to do this lighter blue. And I'm just going to go from under the mountain. I'm going to pull out like this. We're going to pull straight. I'm still behind it for this section because I kind of want that to be, behind it a little bit. But I'll pull it forward as I go. Here's something really cool that you can't do on a canvas is I'm pulling it in front of the mountain as I go. Because instead of having color for depth, I can also have actual depth in the picture. So it won't technically be a 3D drawing, but it will be kind of, it'll have a little bit of depth. Okay, so that really dark black mountain, that's just a temporary thing, because what we're actually going to do is I'm going to take some of this white and I'm going to come along the edges like this. We're going to decide left. will be where the sun comes from. And I'm wondering if I come down from here, watch this. So this color I used, I just had to sneeze there. So this color is going to be kind of the opposite side. And it has like a shaded side of the mountain. And I can even bend the white forward and have ridges like this. But what we're going to do, there's some weird thing happening here with the graphics in front of me. Hopefully that will stop doing that when I back up at the end. But we're going to come down like this. I keep drifting. There. And we're going to have sections here which are where that keeps doing that. So this part looks like the sun's hitting from this direction, but this is sort of behind. It would be behind. I'm actually going to pull this out actually forward a little bit like this. So it sort of gives me an actual depth, but this part would be hidden behind. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Alright, so the next step is, oh, I should have brought this out even further forward, but that's okay. I'm going to give this sort of a brighter, this is like water, this is more of just a bright spot in the water. We could just have little pieces, little things like that. Let's see if I can get, let's get a brighter green for the back, and we'll go a little darker as we come forward. So now I'm going to have a section here which is going to be where the grass comes forward. Now I'm probably going to darken. Ooh, I keep turning. I'm probably going to darken the part up front here. Let me get this out of the way. Let's just get some back part of the green like this. I might even widen this picture a little bit. Bring this up here. Like this. I'll widen this part too. There we go. And I'm going to have, I don't know if this is a darker green, but it's like a, so I got different colors here I can choose from. Let's do, we're going to do a little bit, no, it's actually kind of lighter, isn't it? Let's try this. Actually, they're both kind of lighter. I'll just do this anyway, just for some kind of depth. Won't be able to do much reflection, but I can at least add, let's do some like, oh, they don't have any brown, but that's okay. Let's try This is the closest I can do for brown, but what I could do is a dark color like this, right? And then we can just sort of add this is tough to do without the right colors. We're going to do a big tree. Let's use this black here and just make a filler area where it's going to be kind of a back portion of the tree. And then we're going to come up here, and I'm just going to, I gotta make sure I leave some of the black showing. But on this side, we're going to have even more of the black showing. Well, maybe not. Like this. This is actually kind of tough to do. Yeah. So this part will be here. Let's add some this gives it a little bit of a three-dimensional with the shading on the back. This is actually really tough. I'm gonna do a bush type thing. I'm just gonna put a bush thing here like this. So we got this black background, but then we're gonna add this. Let me add a little bit of shading here on the back. Cool. So, boy, this was a lot harder than I thought. I wonder if I should call this done or if I should have. Let's do a little tree, like a smaller one, like this. Yeah, like that. I'll do a branch over here. I actually put it physically behind the bush in this picture because I have that option here since I'm not using the canvas. Let's get some of this black. Like this. Like this. And then we're gonna go just a bunch of stuff like this. I'll even put a little bit in front of my mountain because I can. There, that's a good back portion. Now, we did have light coming from that side, so we'll do that. There we go. So have a little bit of black show through, maybe have a little more of black show through over here. And then let's do a little bit of like the highlight thing here and here. And I didn't really give a black back portion of this, but let's get behind here. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Yeah. And we're just going to lighten things as it goes back that way. Lighten things as they go back. Alright, let's move some markers out of the way. Just for fun, I'm going to like add. The sun would be coming from over here. It's not necessarily in the picture. But I could just sort of hit a couple of this. I might even throw like a dot of things like this. Cool. All right. Now let me show off this picture. So you can see, I'm going to spin around it. This is more of like a 3D layered picture. And it's funny that, see how it looks from this different angle? You wouldn't be able to tell what you were looking at here. But I'm going to come around to the front like this. And you can see the layered, you can see how it's really does have the shading is set as a tree behind it. Like this. And then I'll back all the way up. There you go. It's a little landscape picture with a mountain and some trees and a bush. There you go. Alright, well, hopefully watching this was somewhat relaxing, and I guess I will see you all next time.